They say the TH400 is one of the toughest transmissions ever built, and I agree. But after 50 years or so, mine finally gave up. And I wanted to do the rebuild myself, in my garage and on my terrace. Yeah, so I thought it would be a fun little weekend project, but yeah, I was kinda wrong. So let me tell you the 5 biggest lessons I learned so that your rebuild is going to be a lot smoother than mine was.
Look at this pile of gears. If you had shown me the inside of a 50-year-old automatic transmissions 10 years ago, I would have loved, closed the hood and called a flatbed. Trusting your own abilities as a mechanic is a muscle, and you don't just walk into the gym for the first time and try to bench press 200 kilos. You have to build up to it. You don't just start your DIY journey by ripping apart a TH400 on your terrace in Austria. You start small. I'm talking about the tiny victories. Swapping out some dry-rotted fuel lines, changing your own oil, replacing a thermostat. They seem like minor jobs, but when you turn that key, the engine fires up and nothing leaks. That is your very first taste of mechanical confidence. Once you conquer the fuel lines, you move up the ladder. You tackle a brake job, then the water pump. Then suddenly, you're pulling out a whole V8 engine. And finally, you're standing over the workbench, staring at the ultimate boss fight, an automatic transmission. Every single small project is a building block for your self-trust. If you're sitting in your garage right now and looking at a massive project and feeling completely overwhelmed, scale it back. Walk before you run. Build your confidence on the smaller stuff first, because once you learn to trust your own hands and your own torque wrench, there isn't a single piece of American iron that can scare you.
Be patient. I went into this rebuild with the mindset that I could finish the whole job in one weekend.
Because my time plan was getting it out of the car on Friday, getting it rebuilt on Saturday, and today, Sunday, getting it back into the car. But actually, I'm half a day behind my schedule.
And now it's Saturday, the week after. So, yeah. That was way too ambitious, especially for my first ever Trinity rebuild. When you set a deadline like that, you'll definitely start rushing. And when you rush a rebuild, you'd miss a check ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nick a seal. Cover yourself with hydraulic oil, or torque a bolt drum, or not at all. So, my tip is, give yourself twice the time you think you'll need. And if you get stressed, walk away. The car isn't going anywhere, and the rushed job could end up as a failed job. Out with the old. And in with the new. It should breathe way better.
If you live in the States, you're lucky. You can overnight parts or drive to a local shop. Here in Austria, if I find a bad drum or a worn Planet gear mid-rebuild, I'm looking at about 2 weeks of shipping and customs clearance for parts from the US. Remember my shipping disaster from my engine rebuild? My parts got lost, were shipped back to the US and had to be reshipped. That month of waiting felt like an eternity. Because of that, I had to make some tough calls on parts that weren't 100% perfect. My advice? If you are lucky enough to have parts overnighted, take your time and inspect every single component before you even open your rebuild kit. If a part looks even slightly questionable, replace it. But if you're like me and sort of have to push through, weigh the risk carefully. Are you willing to pull the transmission back out a second time just because you gambled on a worn part? Up to you. And I was just really lucky it all worked out. You see a rebuild kit online for a couple $100 and think, that's cheap? Well, let me stop you right there. It's not. To do this right, you need the heavy hitters. I'm talking about a hydraulic press for the bushings and a proper set of drivers. If you don't have these, you aren't just working, you're fighting. But usually the transmission wins. It reminds me of the line from Walt in the movie Gran Torino.
I can't afford to buy all this stuff. Well, I guess even a bonehead like you could understand that a man acquires this over a period of 50 years.
That is the reality of the DIY life. You don't just buy a kit, you invest in your capabilities as a mechanic. And honestly, it is absolutely worth it. Driving a transmission that shifts like it's brand new.
It's so smooth.
Because you rebuilt it with your own 2 hands, that feeling is priceless. Just make sure your budget accounts for the specialized iron and not just the rebuild kit. To make it easy for you, I've compiled a master tool list in the description down below. Check it against your own inventory before you turn that first bolt. If you are rebuilding a TH400, you're gonna need this, specifically a 12.38 socket with thin walls. Without this one specific tool, you won't get the transmission fully disassembled. It's like the gatekeeper of the TH400. Most standard sockets are too thick to fit in the aluminum recess for the center support bolt. I had access to a lathe and reduced the socket wall thickness by turning it down. Let me be clear, whatever you do, don't force it. You'll damage the aluminum case, ruin your hydraulic passages, and turn your transmission into a boat anchor. Don't find this out when the transmission is already half a part on your bench. Finally, expect the struggle. At some point something won't fit, a snap ring will fly across the room, or you'll realize you need one more trip to the store for a single bolt. It happened to me and it could happen to you. And when it does, don't get mad. Take a breath, maybe enjoy a cold beverage, and remember why you do this. Keep calm and wrench on if I can do it here in my garage.
Quite honestly, this oil pan is way too beautiful for my caddy, at least in his current state.
You can do it too.
The Seville is shifting better than ever. It's so smooth. If you want to see the full 100-hour journey of my rebuild, go and click on that playlist. So I hope all these lessons help you to have a really smooth rebuild. Thanks for watching, thanks for being part of my channel, and see you in the next one.